Hello guys and welcome to the DAO Mix Cup. I'll be casting today Benny vs Greg, and I've just realised the title is wrong again. Benny vs Spera. Nice. Okay, so getting into the draft. Looks like we have Poles banned for Benny and Saracens banned for Greg, and picks are Bulgarians, Moynes and Malay for Greg, and Celts, Persian, Burgundian. I think this is probably a draft for Hideout, looking at these civs here. Probably the favourite map of both these players here. Definitely going to be an interesting one. So going to hop right into it now, loading with Capturage this time. And let's go. So Persians and Bulgarians, yeah, definitely an interesting one. I think I prefer Bulgarians in this matchup, but Persians obviously can be very good late game. Have quite a few options to go for. Same with Bulgarians too. I think Persians having bomber cannon is quite important in this, even with no siege engineers. Yeah. But yeah, we'll have to see what strategies they go for. I think as Greg is probably a lower seed, he's actually Hans, as opposed to the Argentinian, playing on his math. But yeah, as Greg's a lower seed, I'll probably expect more of a 1-2C play in this situation. And Benny, maybe the more boomy approach and defend. This is kind of his main strength here. And yeah. So obviously, Deer's outside on this one. Greg actually going for the early scouting, so in the base. Could potentially be men at arms and towers, but too early to tell right now. And the wall offs looks like it can very easily wall between the two maps on this generation. Golds for Benny, looking quite a nice spot here actually. Although not the best route to TC, as you normally want one next to a woodline as well. 3 onwards so far for Greg. We're going to say 4th. Yep. Nope, taking the ball. A little bit of idle there. So yeah, Bulgarians, Persians. I think, yeah, it's hard to tell in this matchup because Bulgarians can be very, very strong in it with like halberdier siege options, but Persians get access to bomber cannon and also getting trash bow, which is really good in late game 1v1. You can kind of play into a lot of different units with Persians, having like fully upgraded hussars, halberdiers. I'm not sure if you get full upgrades on them. You should probably know this, but you don't really get. You can only get longsword with Persians, so infantry is definitely out of the options, like the champion line. And obviously Bulgarian, they get the two-handed swordsman tech for free basically, and that insane unique tech. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Could potentially be feudal pressure from Greg here, just with 3 on wood. So Metatarm Towers could be a good option. Pushing in the Deers as well, nice and early. And yeah, relic positions definitely in favour of Benny here. Got one there, one here and one here. Where on Greg's side you just have 2 on either side. Dropping an alley farm as well, okay. Maybe his first castle play then, we'll see. Nice to see Benny isn't making his ridiculous mills this game. Could have been a tile closer to that bush, but hey, it's an improvement, definitely an improvement. Okay. So gold position's actually quite nice for Benny here if he does get pressured. You can easily secure these with town centre, especially the stone. If you really need a castle, you can easily lock that down and get one up defensively. Well, Greg having his right in the back there, but the forward stone. But yeah, I'd expect the pressure kind of to come from Greg and not Benni. I think Benni will just try and boom and defend, play late game. So yep, actually Greg doing loom here. So yeah, this is going to be most likely a tower rush, I think. Nothing on gold yet. Yeah, it looks like maybe straight towers. Oh, I don't know. Nothing on stone yet or going forward. Oh, odd. Going for the barracks now. I mean, Benni definitely going fast castle here. Load in that last deer. Greg still has one more to pull in. So I definitely think it's going to be many times from Greg. But he's a little bit late with villagers if he's going to be towering. Kind of want to be going forward now. And going onto stone as well. And I think Benni also has a perfect map to defend from this kind of pressure. Okay, so militia's coming on the field. Just has 2 right now. Yeah, short on that 10 gold. Oh, he's probably just going to collect it. Ah, okay, yeah, so he doesn't need a mining camp of gold. He just collects 10 extra, makes a militia. And that's 3 mana times. Doesn't look like a tower follow-up. Maybe he's just going to try and use it to, like, force some idle time and force some walls down. Benni actually opening with the barracks now as well. So definitely reacting well to that sign of Greg being up early. Probably expecting the towers. I think, yeah, not sending anything to stone though, so I think he feels comfortable defending this with his map. So horse collar double bit for Greg, so getting the eco upgrades. Yeah, probably just going to use this to go for a feudal boom. Actually getting wheelbarrow super early, so maybe he got housed here. Yeah, most likely the cause. Actually Benni being forced to drop a lot of walls here. Greg needs to move up with this. Maybe if he runs forward with a scout he can actually deny quick wall here, because there is a gap between the barracks and the house. I'll actually take an eye on the idle economy here as well. It's going to be an interesting factor. Going to force down a repair here. And a range coming up, okay. So yeah, I can obviously see that there's no towers going to be in play, so going for the range approach just to clean these up. But it's forcing down 2 repair builds. And yeah, Benni's still not clicked up just yet. But he should have the economy, no problem. Actually getting loom first, which is a smart idea. Meanwhile, Greg is on 24 to 28 villagers, but obviously having a wheelbarrow. I guess having it this early at least makes your farms good, and you know, when you click up to Castle Age eventually, you will have that bonus of having wheelbarrow and a lot of food to do whatever you want. And okay, he is going on to stone. So maybe thinking about a castle drop or maybe a defensive crap post, because Benni's obviously going to be Castle Age much sooner. So yeah, I think Mansarv's still getting their worth here, idling a villager. Only issue is if Benni goes for a counter attack when he hits Castle Age. And also, yeah, that archer coming up now, shutting down a minute times. Do we have fletching? Nope. Probably just made it to get one archer out in the field and kind of deny this early pressure. So resource for Greg, he's got a healthy food count. Can maybe drop a market as well, get up a little bit quicker. Does have the TC running. Yeah, only 8 seconds of idle TC time as well, which is pretty good. So having the eco upgrades earlier on, and yeah, got a nice farming eco there. Also forcing Benni into quite a few archers, which is not normally what you want to play early game with Persians. Even getting the fletching as well. So yeah, let's see what Benni gets for here. Can't really afford to do much at the moment with only 6 farmers. Dropping a second TC, but gonna need farms to sustain that. Especially with Persians, as you have faster working TCs. I think even just staying one TC for the moment until your coast stabilizes could have been good here, but yeah. This is cleaning up the men at arms. Yeah. So well played both players so far. Greg should be clicking up now. That's what I was saying about the market, but yep. Nicely done. We're going to see market, blacksmith, and 285 stone. So yeah, maybe going for a defensive Krepos or a castle. I don't think Connix is really the right play here, as they're just such an expensive unit, and it's generally just better to go knights, I think, in early game. Connix just such a late game unit. Like, they're insane, but you need so many upgrades and so much economy. Very rarely see it in the 1v1. We almost never see it, to be honest, unless in a team game. So yeah, Benni still investing into archers, only fletching right now, no crossbow on the way. I think just struggling to produce vills from the TCs. Round about now. Also no bowsaw yet, or wheelbarrow. Double stable for Greg. I think, yeah, doesn't need to invest too much into holding this off. It is only fletching archers. You can simply just use the good old gate trick to keep him out here. He's pulling back. Does have the stone for a Krepos as well, and he's only 30 seconds from Castle Age. So all in all, looking kind of good for Greg here. Is behind 8 villagers though, but that is the power of Persians. And he can also yeah, he can also just go for lots of military here. Has double stable out, so these knights will easily clear up this army with no problem. Also having the blacksmith upgrades cost 50% less food, I believe it is. Really huge, especially for early castle play. It's going to drop the second TC then. Try and catch up on eco. I think maybe stay 2 TC and put pressure on, and then drop your third, because yeah, it's going to be very hard to outboom Persians as it is. So I think going for aggression is probably a good call here. I mean, you have stone for a Krepos, you could maybe drop a forward one in the base and a siege shop and start making mangonels. Benni not on stone at all yet as well. Looks like he's probably going to go for monk defense and take some relics. Persians, I don't believe they get redemption. Best streamer out there. Damn, missed the start. Oh, it's just hideout, man. Went many times faster. It was a good play though. I think it caused a lot of idle time for Benni, and it didn't set him back too much. Benni, yeah, going for the third TC on the gold, so yeah, definitely going to play into economy. I think, yeah, if Greg just keeps on producing knights here and drops a forward siege, he could really put some pressure. It was men at arms without the towers, but it kind of forced a range for Benni, and forced a lot of walling, and you know, just made it a little bit messy at the start. And knights pulling back. Don't think the conversion will come in there. Also no, so it's literally just monks at the moment, and I don't think Persians get redemption. Can anyone confirm that for me? Because just adding mangonels here would be huge if they don't. Look, I'm pretty sure Persians don't have the best monks. It's not something I normally play with them. Persians have worse monks in the game. Well, maybe Huns have worse, but yeah. Yeah, I agree. And Mongols, actually. I remember I played against Khmer before and I went full Mongol monks, and it was horrible, man. So yeah, just to see some house rules coming up for Benni here. Probably going to get housed often with Persians, which is cool. Dropping a market here. Greg give the third TC. Okay. So I think, like, you can already see the veil difference between the two players here with the Persian boom. I really think he needs to just invest more into army at this stage and drop a forward siege. Like, this is what I mean about the whole 1-2C play thing, right? If he didn't invest in all this economy, he could have the forward carapace with the siege, and not having redemption would be really hard to counter it, force Benni to make his own siege shop. Right now he's just booming with minimal investment into defense, because there's only a couple knights at the moment, right? They don't get redemption, atonement, heresy, sanctity, and illumination. Yeah, that's what I mean. Siege is a very good option. I'm pretty sure Bulgarians have redemption as well, so you could go for your own redemption monks with Bulgarians, and your own mangonels, and that would really force Benni to go maybe into like light cav, I believe, light cav knight. But yeah, now he's getting exactly what he wants, dropping that 4th TC, really increasing his will count here. You know, Greg just dropping some farms. So it seems like, I think maybe Greg's idea is Bulgarians stronger than Persians late game in many aspects. So he wants to kind of take it there, but you're going to be at a huge economy disadvantage. And yeah, I mean, Persians, they still get bomber cannon, they get hand cannoneers, they get fully upgraded hussars, a trash bow. I definitely think they're a civ that I enjoy to play on a map like this in the late game. All you want to see is longsword siege push? Yeah, would be nice, man. Longsword monks, mangonels. Could be pretty good, man. So Greg having the stone, not just for a castle, but you know, merely a castle and a crepost. I think if you're going on stone that early, you want to do something with it. Securing this part of the map here. So I think he wants to play it late game. But then, you know, 68 versus 95 vills is a huge difference. So let's have a look at the scouting for both players now. Benni doesn't see the gold here. He doesn't actually see this one here, that hurts. Meanwhile, Greg having a lot better scouting in this situation. She's using the knights to look around. I think he just needed a bit more confidence to move out of pressure, to be honest, because I think he could have actually killed Benni if he went for all in here. But yeah, Benni's just greedily booming now. Oh, it's alright, Foster Man. I'll have it uploaded soon. I've got all of them on YouTube. I just need to release them. Yeah, it was a good strategy by him, man. I say it's very hard to sneaky ranges. Catch you off guard. I think anyone would die to that man, right? And looks like Greg could potentially lose all 4 of these knights here if the monks, if Benni's paying attention. Let's see what's going on. He's getting right in close with the monks. Knights would stand ground. Oh man, this could be disaster. Let's see. Well, that could have been a lot worse for Greg there. Only losing one of the knights and killing, was it 5 monks there? Oof. Well, Benni up in Imperial Age with 107 villagers, and Greg not ready to click up just yet with 88. And looks like Benni's going to play into knights here. I think Greg's reaction needs to kind of drop some, drop maybe a crepost or something here. Maybe get some monks out on the field. Looks like Benni's playing full cav at the moment. Maybe just going straight cavalier. I think paladin would just be a waste of res at this point. Especially limited gold in 1v1s. The castle there is not really protecting that much. Bit better, I think, just to stonewall this here and then make a castle on here where the pressure is going to be coming in from. You also needed to secure that gold and the stone here. Let's forward. Or at least wall one part of it off if you're in Greg's spot. And yeah, he is going to scout what's coming on here. So he's seeing the stables, he's seeing the knights. We're seeing a barracks transition And Imperial Age is coming in. So, does he have pikemen teched? Let's see. I think you need to start making pikemen. If you're going to play pikes, you need to start making them immediately. And yeah, that wall off is coming on, which is good play here. I think you're going to need a lot more barracks in this position here, and you're going to need to start making the numbers, because Cav does kill halberdiers, like 1-on-1, I think. Or, well, pikes at least. Knights kill pikes. I'm not sure about halbs. But if you're going to play pikes, you need a lot of numbers. Persians go Karam Duram Cannoneers here. Yep, yeah. I agree. I think that's a very good option. I think opening Cav, you have a strong power unit, and then you can tech Karam Duran, and then also tech into like Hussar, you can tech into like Skirms, your own halbs and stuff. I think, yeah, Persians can just transition quite often and take really good cost-effective trades while still having the whole cavalry power unit option. Going to see the Cavaliers coming in here. I don't think Greg's army is strong enough. I don't see Cavalier on the way. I do see a couple monks here though, maybe get some good conversions. Does need to wait till that defense upgrade comes in, but the pikes should still die to this. Benny's pulling back. Greg really needs to commit if he's going to fight this, but yeah, that's going to be a clean-up for Benny, and then it's just going to snowball, I think. Because once said, you really need the numbers. Also, taking the fight just before Halberdiers coming in. Maybe going to need to drop some more barracks, but very low on wood. Got a lot of gold here. Needs to pull some off gold and put them onto those lumber camps, and just start spamming Halberdiers. And yeah, you can already see Benny switching into maybe hand cannoneers with this. Go for chemistry. Don't see the Cram Down tech yet. So yeah, probably going to be like Cavalier hand cannoneer, trying to close this out first. So probably, you know, maybe Halberdier Onager going to be the play for Greg here. Do get siege engineers. Onager tech is relatively cheap in comparison to most other siege techs, with Bulgarians having a discount. And yeah, okay, looks like Benny is going for a Cram Down approach. Can mix in some hand cannoneers early on if he needs it, but yeah. I think with Persians you can just put so much on wood and spam a unit that counters infantry so well. So yeah, Halberdier Onager definitely going to be the play for Greg here. Looking at relic count, I think it's going to be 4 relics for Greg. Damn. Okay, so just Benny having maybe 1. Yeah, what, 4 to 1. So he can try and drag this out and play it longer on with the 4 relic bonus. Benny coming for a forward castle here, securing that gold of Greg's. That's going to be essential when you're down in the relics. He's actually just taking his time here and building up, knowing he has a stronger economy and kind of a stronger army comp at the moment. Just kind of securing that position he's in. Halberdier's coming in. This could be a good fight to take early on, but now the trash bows are here. You might not want to throw your numbers now. Or you might want to trade against the Cav. Could be a good call, we'll see. Stables coming up here for Greg. Don't think Cav... Well, Cav can work. You get the Stirrup Hussars, probably some of the best in the game. Actually cleaning a lot of the Cavalier up here as well. Looking at upgrades, Greg actually has... yeah, all the techs for Cav and infantry. Benny, I think missing the last archer armor. I believe you get that with Persians. But Paladin on the way as well. So yeah, really going to need to conserve these numbers here. And we really need to see some siege for Greg. Maybe even a treble too. Like this castle right now, it's just doing nothing, right? Like you can use it to get unique techs, but yeah, it's really not doing much. Benny actually have a sneaky Cavalier here. We might see a little bit of a raid further on. Keep an eye on that. So Halberdier's coming in. Benny taking a fight before Paladin. That's really not the best play here. But we need to see Onager. I think Cap Ram is not gonna do it here. Like yeah, Siege Ram does help in these things, but you do need something to kill the trash bows. And I think that's got to be Onager. Production queue at the moment, not really much queued for Greg. Meanwhile, Benny's Well, Benny's not got much in the queue either, but he does have a lot of population. Yeah, very close to being pop capped. And yeah, Cavaliers coming in. Didn't see stirrups being researched. Not sure if he has it yet. And also Hussar for Benny. Hussar Paladin, perfect transition, cav-wise. And those trash bows are just gonna drain Greg's gold. And yeah, really not the best fight to be taken. Really needs to mess up a bit more. And just sprinkling the halves in. How many barracks we got for Greg? Just 6 right now. I think maybe you play 8. You have the woods and food. But first off, I think you need to drop a lot more farms out in the back where it's safe. Apart from that pala. But yeah, you're also going to need a lot more production builders. The more buildings you have, the harder it is to push in. The more production you have on the front. So we are seeing bomber cannons on the field now. And yeah, these villagers just chilling. Here, Greg does have enough for another castle as well. He's definitely going to need to drop that to delay this. I mean, in Greg's position you have 4 relics to 1, so you kind of need to hold, take good fights, and try and get into the composition you want to go for. Like I was saying, I definitely think Siege Engineers and Onager will do very good. Invest your gold into maybe Hussars, like the Hussar tech, and yeah, just mix in a few Cavaliers here and there, but mainly Halberdier, Hussar, Onager. Probably our best play. But right now, as you can see, the army's just been sprinkled in like one by one and just dying to the trash bows and palace. And yeah. Let's see here, Paladins coming in. Shouldn't be... yeah. Halberdiers might be able to hold this back. Traps are coming forward though. Cap Ram is coming forward to try and get the traps, but the Paladins are going to come back and clean that. Also, there is a house wall here. Doesn't look like there's a hole, but houses will still go down first. I think, yeah, Greg's making the right move now, trying to mass them up, but he really needs some kind of power unit. Going for Hussar play. It looks like he's low on gold, but he does have that neutral one in the back though. I think Benny's just going to try and win this for attrition. He has secured most of the extra golds. He's had so much map control. And yep, his Halberdier just going to die, I think. And yeah, starting to look a bit rough here. Let's have a look on the field count. Benny on 133, Greg on 150, and so, you know, there is still there is still a possibility for Greg to come back on this, but he really needs to mass up the army, have more production buildings, and just get a few more farmers, I think. Monastery going down, that's going to be quite a nuisance for Greg here, as he's going to have to make another monk and move these relics back. Does Greg have any more stone? That's the question, because you can maybe stall with Crepists. There's a huge mass of Paladins. Really dangerous. Yeah. Afraid it does look like it's a bit GG now. As soon as this army goes down, only the castle here holding, Benny can just move up the bomber cannons and the trebs and just keep pushing. Field count is starting to drop for Greg as well, 105 villagers. And yep, I wouldn't be surprised if Benny just runs his paladins through, right into the farm eco on the back and then on the wood line. And a GG is called. Yeah, definitely a really good game, guys. Yeah, definitely enjoyed watching this one. I think, yeah, Benny ended up playing that exactly how he wanted to play it, really, just defending with minimal investment and getting that strong Persian boom in. I still believe that, yeah, if Greg really committed to pushing Castlage, he could have went the other way. I mean, going for 3 TC as Persians, it's very hard to sustain the build production, so it's also very hard to add in army to defend, and not having redemption really makes you weak to the siege pushers. But yeah, let's just take a quick look at statistics here. Obviously military, massive KD for Benny. having the trash bows really helped in this. And then obviously huge economy here. Yep, really quick castle time, and Imperial Age timing a lot faster too. So yeah, well played there, guys. Right when Elite Elefantos finish. No way. Adding in the boys. Actually, seems a bit memey, right? But I think Elephant's actually quite good with Persians in 1v1. Like, I would never really take Elite War Elephant, but actually mixing in a few, like you would with Rams, right? Like, they tank so much damage. Normally not what you go for when it's Halbs, but yeah, they can actually be a really good part of your composition, like Trashbow, Hussar, like, you know, maybe Cavaliers, Rams, Elephants. You can mix everything with Persians, and it becomes really hard to counter at times. But yeah, well played, guys. I'm gonna end the stream here. So I might just update the brackets. Yeah, we will see OBD versus Critalis, I believe. I was messaging Critalis earlier. Didn't really want to do like admin wins and everything, but I think they're going to be able to schedule their game. Just trying to find the old brackets, wherever I put it. Yeah, definitely one of the closer games of week 1. Really look forward to the next ones. I think Encoded is playing later on today, and yeah, this match still needs to be decided, but my plan is, regardless of whatever happens, I'm gonna release the next series tomorrow. Would have liked to do it today, so you can schedule a bit earlier, but yeah, definitely by tomorrow we'll have round 2 up and going, and then people can start playing. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time.